Alright, hey YouTube, and welcome to the next part of the Wizard101 walkthrough. So, last episode we finished off Tomb of Beguiler, whatever, and now we're gonna go and head into Kensington Park. So let's go ahead and get this thing started. This is a pretty difficult and long dungeon, so it will be a few parts. But let's go ahead and talk to Officer Terry.
Sooks, Dr. H.G. Waggs, our most famous inventor, has been kidnapped. I fear that his clockwork automations may be used for sinister purposes. We're not sure who kidnapped Dr. Waggs, but some of the clockworks now say that they serve Stoker. I'm afraid we don't have a lead on this chap. Dr. Waggs' clockwork assistant has been captured and deactivated. He could tell us where the doctor is, but he needs parts to be reanimated. If you were to get a helical gear, a sprocket idler, and a piston rod, I believe we could get him working again. You'll have to fight to get those parts. Good luck.
And we'll have to fight to get those parts indeed so. Kensington Park, a really long dungeon, and in this video, as you see, Jason did get dragged in already, sucks for him. The monsters have a ton of HP, the bosses also have a lot of HP, so, you know, if you want just an example, regular monsters, those little walking guys that Jason was just in, have like 2300 HP, and this is our first boss right here, and it's called Scritch, and as you can see, he has 2550 HP, so he is pretty close to the level that his companions and minions have. But let's go over his interesting drops. And there's really not too much for the first couple of bosses. The main reason people attempt this dungeon is for the last boss, which we'll get to in a future part. As far as Scritch, he does drop a deck of Chivalry, which is only dropped by him and Bellows. But, you know, other than that, he doesn't really drop too much that's worth farming for, but you do need to defeat him to get to the final boss, so you really have no choice. So I want to talk about a couple things while all these battles roll on. So, first of all, this is still from the subscriber meetup. I think this might be the last dungeon we did. Can't remember. But I do believe this might be the last dungeon, so that I did with the subscriber meetup. So, not too sure about that though. So, anyways, first thing I want to talk about is I did get my new computer, and I got it. What day was that? I got it the Saturday, which was the 4th. So January 4th. And which is great because they said that the computer would come in the day I'm making this, which is the 7th. So they said it would come in the 7th. It came in on the 4th. It was actually supposed to come in on Friday. I looked at on FedEx, you know, put in the tracking number. It said the computer's supposed to come in on Friday, but we had the snowstorm here, so that got delayed. So yeah, it came in on Saturday, and it's been great so far. Basically, no problems. You know, I have had tiny little bugs with it, but you know, those seem to be going away now. You know, it's been running great so far, and hope it keeps running great. I have if you guys want, leave in the comments if you want me to make a video specifically about this computer, my opinions, where I got it from. But right now, I'll just give you the simple specs for it. For any of you that are interested or know anything about computers, it does have an i7 4770, not the K series, just the regular, so I can't overclock, but I wasn't really planning to. And it has a GTX 760 with 2 GB. And the 760, you know, it's a pretty good card for the games I've been trying to run. So, yeah. Sorry, I just got a message on Steam. But, yeah, for the games I've been throwing at it, it's been running basically everything at max settings. I haven't tried really any game too demanding so far. The most demanding game I tried so far is probably like Left 4 Dead 2. So, obviously I haven't put it through the rigors just yet. as we defeat the first boss, and I got ahead because we got dragged in so many times that if I left all the battles we got in where we got dragged in, this would be like at least an hour and a half part. So on to our next boss we have is, I believe that is Clonky. Yes, it is Clonky. So as far as interesting drops for Clonky, he is around the same, nothing too special. Yeah, I thought I saw something that he dropped, but no. Yeah, he doesn't drop anything amazing either. He drops a couple of housing items. You know, nothing that's worth farming for. No need to farm this guy. So he does have 2750 HP. He does have weakness, but he also has a black mantle. So if you see that balance sign popping out, it's not always guaranteed that it'll be a weakness. So you see, you got like the 3 splinter bots there. They have like 2 grand HP each, and you know, if I was trying to, like, I was thinking about actually soloing like Kensington Park, and then after I seen these guys' HP, I'm like, good thing I didn't attempt to solo this, because I probably could solo it, but it'd be at least like 8-9 parts. By the way, I think Kensington Park, I'm probably gonna split into 3 parts, this being the first. Maybe I'll squeeze it in all, I don't know, in 2 parts, but I doubt. So yeah, back to the computer. It has, like I said, an i7 4770, and it has GTX 760, 2 gigabytes, 500 watt power supply, which I was a little worried at first, but it does seem to be fine. I was worried it might not be enough. Other than that, it has like an ASRock motherboard, I believe. But if you want me to get into the extreme specifics, let me know in the comments, and I can probably make a separate video of, you know, having me pictures of the computer, me talk about her and everything. So, but I guess I'll go over my personal opinion of it so far. Like I said, I've been loving it. My favorite part of it so far is actually been rendering videos. On my old computer, I had a i3 530. So now my old computer I got, as you could tell, a nice amount of years back, at least like 6. So we've had it for a while, that's for sure. So in that computer, see this video, I'm not sure how long this video is, over 24 minutes, that's for sure, but anyways, I rendered recently a Trine video. Again, those of you who still haven't checked out Trine, it's a really great game. I recommend you watching my blind playthrough of it. But yeah, so I rendered a 24-minute Trine video in 1280 by 720 at 60 frames per second, and it only took me 50 minutes. Now, if I were, and I'm not sure, I think I went AFK here or something. If I were to, what's it called? Render that same video with the same settings and everything on my old PC, that would have at least taken me 2.5 hours. That's how long it would have taken me. So, you know, that's the main reason. A lot of people say, you know, as far as gaming is concerned, i7s and i5 doesn't really matter too much, and that's probably true. But again, I wanted the higher CPU because I wanted to render and pump out videos faster, and that's a 24-minute video. Usually my videos I try not to make them go above, you know, 18-19 minutes. Again, I make exceptions for dungeons like this. This is a bit longer than usual because I'm just trying to, you know, not have the dungeon go for like, you know, 5-6 parts. I'm trying to make it a little bit, you know, shorter. 3 parts is manageable. Trine is a little more difficult as far as the time goes because there's like sections. So, but anyways, so that's probably my favorite part about this thing so far is you know, the rendering. That's one of the main reasons I chose this computer over the one I originally wanted. And if you're wondering about how much this computer cost, it did cost $1,000, $992. So, but compared to the computer I originally wanted, is 900. It was 900. But it only came with an i5 and a GTX 660. So it wasn't as good, and that computer also had like a $70 tax. you know, for an extra 20 bucks or so. I think this was definitely the better deal, so yeah. But again, if you guys want me to go into full specs, full details of what's in it, you know, with analysis, pictures, and all that stuff, let me know. I'll be happy to do a video for that, for you guys that are interested. Another thing I wanted to quickly note and talk about was actually something on Central. I'm not sure if you guys have heard. This guy named Alan Ghost Dust. I believe he was one of the people that, you know, went to Make-A-Wish Foundation, and he wanted to, I think, visit Kings Island and everything. So unfortunately he did pass away. I'll leave the link to it in Central in the description below. You guys go ahead and check out. But he did pass away. I'm not sure exactly what what he was suffering from, but I believe his family or his brother or something said that, you know, he couldn't eat or something like that, and it was really just hard for him. Obviously, he was a really young kid, so you know, best of wishes to his family. And it's quite unfortunate that there are some people suffering with those type of conditions, but you know, it is the real world, and stuff like that does happen. But again, best of wishes to his family, and hope they continue to move on, and he'll always be remembered. So again, we'll leave the article to that in the description below. Go ahead and check it out for yourselves. I'm not gonna get into too much detail, but there's that. So see, this battle is going on for a incredibly long time. We have not gotten really anything killed yet. We're just trying here. That's why, you know, if I were to leave, you know, all the other street battles that we got dragged into, this would just be a really long video. So yeah, there's that. You know, other than that, you know, obviously, like I said, I'm loving the rendering. If you guys are wondering of any games that I'm planning to bring, after I finish Trine, I don't think Trine is a long game. Correct me if I'm wrong. Again, I've never played it before. That's the point of a blind playthrough. So I don't know really how long it is or anything. It doesn't seem like it'd be one of those games that it's really long, but I don't know. And I'm thinking about other games to do now that I have this computer that I can run games that are more demanding, and record them, obviously, because something like right there, nice little scarecrow. What's it called? A game like I was planning to post Fear 2 rather, and Fear 3. I could run it on my computer, my old one, with like, you know, 60 FPS or something. But if I try to record, you know, I'd go down to like 10 or something. So actually, I haven't tried running Fear 2 and Fear 3. I don't have the first Fear, but you know, I heard they're pretty cool little horror type games. Hope to maybe post some of those eventually. You know, over the I guess I could talk about this right while the battles roll on. Over the you know, the Christmas and New Year's, you know, on Steam, they always had the, what's it called, Steam sales, and like the games that had like 90% off and everything. So I guess let me just go over all the games that I picked up. I picked up Assassin's Creed Revelations. Might post some of that. I'm not sure. I'll probably play it for myself first. I never played an Assassin's Creed before, believe it or not. I've seen a bunch of people play it. You know, I think yeah, I saw my friend. He played it a couple times when I went over to him. So yeah, I picked up Assassin's Creed Revelations. It was like $5. It was on sale for like 80% off. I don't even remember. There's also picked up Counter-Strike Go. It's been really fun so far. I didn't like it on my other computer too much because I wouldn't get a consistent 60 frames, and I felt like I was missing way too much shots. But now with my new PC, everything's smooth. I can run CSGO. Obviously, at maxed out settings, I still get like 200. So there's that. Yeah, another game I picked up, Yeah, right there, yeah. I think yeah, right there. My game got crashed again. I happen to remember in the Tuba Beguiler as well, so, had a little problem with fraps. I don't know, maybe when I start recording Wizards again, maybe with this new PC, it won't crash as much. I also picked up Left 4 Dead 2. Like I said, Left 4 Dead 2 they actually gave away for free, I believe, on Christmas Day or somewhere around that time. So, and the Steam server actually crashed, which was pretty hilarious. If you guys know Miracle, the guy I do the Pirates walkthrough with, you know, I think he texted me or just I went on our Mumble and everything. He's like, "Yo, Pusha, you know, Left 4 Dead 2 is out for free, but Steam isn't working." I just log on, go on Steam, and I could just access the store and I download it. He got so mad because he was trying for like, you know, 10, 20 minutes or something to actually download it, but it wouldn't let him, and I just log on Steam and go ahead and get it. I also have got Payday the Heist. I haven't tried it out yet. I know it's like a bank robbery type game. We'll see. I believe it's the first one, so you know, it was cheap. It was just a couple bucks, like 1 or 2 or something. So yeah, I decided to pick it up. Also got Portal and Portal 2. This came in a bundle. I believe if you got both Portals, it was like $7.50 or something like that. So you know, I picked them up. I'll probably try to post, you know, Portal or Portal 2. I probably won't post both of them. Probably post like Portal 2 or something if I was to upload it. I also got and the last couple of games I got were Trine and Trine 2. And I actually got the Frozen Byte collection, which came with not only Trine and Trine 2, but also came with Shadowgrounds and Shadowgrounds Survivor. I have not played Shadowgrounds or Shadowgrounds Survivor. I don't even know what it's about, but it came basically free with the collection. There was the 4-game Shadowgrounds Survivor, Trine and Trine 2. It was like, I don't know, like $5 or something. So, and I had to pick that up. There's a couple games I have that I didn't get during the Steam sale, but I got earlier. I have some Batman Arkham Asylum GOTY edition. I don't know, I'm not a big fan of Batman, so I doubt you'll be seeing any of that. I have also Lord of the Rings War in the North. Yeah, not sure. Not sure if I'll be posting. I'll probably play it. I'm not gonna lie, I'll probably play it, but I probably won't upload it. Again, I only want to upload, you know, games that I, you know, actually enjoy playing, so it doesn't become a chore or anything. So, and a nice elephant right here. I don't even know who that was, but and right here, I think this kills him. Pretty sure that, yeah, it does. So that's the second battle. I know I'm not talking about the game too much. It's just that, you know, the battle is really long, and if I talk about the game, it'll probably be boring. So I cut ahead to the final boss, not the final boss, the final boss that we need for the item to collect. So, and this guy's name is, what's this guy's name? I can't even see it. And now it's in the battle. Whatever. I believe his name is Scratch. Yes, yeah, his name's Scratch. He has 2850 HP. Also has the weakness and Black Mantle combo. So watch out for that. And right here, and I think we got this little. Not even sure if it's a glitch where they're actually running around the boss. So we only had to deal with the boss, I believe, in this battle, which was awesome because those little guys, you know, those Jittermens or whatever they're called, you know, they're just as annoying as the boss itself. You know, they're not really any weaker. So again, as far as interesting drops, nothing really special, nothing that's worth farming for. I mean, him. He drops a yellow food cart. I mean, he's one of 2 bosses to drop it. Yeah, whatever. Oh, he actually drops a crown item called the Verdurous Band. The Verduros Band? I don't know. But yeah, it's in a crown shop. It's 480 crowns normally, so if you happen to pick it up from this guy, congratulations, you saved yourself 480 crowns. It's a pretty shitty ring though, not gonna lie. It just gives 150 max HP. Obviously it is no auction, and he is the only boss to drop it, so go figure. If you want a crappy ring, or you're just a collector of crown items and you don't really want to spend anything, you could go ahead and farm this boss. So, and I'm not sure, but I believe you can farm these bosses fight these bosses rather, in any order. So I'm not sure. Look at all those, what are they called, Minuteman guys, and thankfully they're not in the battle because they are life type, and I know they're gonna have like 50 million death shields. So, you know, thankfully we caught a break here with Scratch. KI was like, all right, guys, you know, we'll cut you some slack here and not give you any mobs or minion type guys. So there's that. A lot of you guys are also wondering if I would do anything special for part 100. The answer is no. You know, it's not like I am, you know, at 10,000 subs or something like that, or I reached a new subscriber benchmark. I said benchmark, milestone rather. It's just the 100th part of this walkthrough. I mean, nothing too special. The 100th part will be, you know, more Kensington Park for you guys. So, there's just really nothing. Again, like I said, these videos are pre-recorded, and I had a little glitch right here. I'm trying to click on the boss for the Skeletal Pirate, and it didn't let me. I had to actually click on his name that time. Which is, you know, it's whatever. Stuff happens, right? So, right here I'm gonna try to hit him with a nice Skeletal Pirate. I have a blade up, I believe. That's yeah, that's a feint on there. So, dude, 1250, you know, close to around half his HP. I believe we are missing somebody, and we're gonna follow it up with a nice Wraith right here. That's also another feint on him. So, you know, we're taking him apart piece by piece. Another 800. So, I think he's just barely staying alive now. Yep, he's still alive, but he's almost out of here. I believe it's that Draconian. It's cool. I never see polymorphs never get used, so shout out to Valcor. I like his playstyle right there with the polymorphs. No one really uses them. The only time people really used them was when they first came out, but they were just experimenting. I never bought them myself, so, you know, I never really used them. I always thought they were useless, so I never bought them in the first place. With my training points, that's how you get those, by the way, in a future world. So, right there, I go ahead and heal myself up a little bit because it's a dungeon, so, you know, I'm just gonna find HP everywhere. And, what does he do? Oh yeah, the Firezilla. So that should end up killing him. So let's see how much this bad boy does. 1,000, nice. And that's gonna take him out. Yeah, don't really get anything too special. But yeah, basically I'm gonna end off this video after I talk to Officer Terry. Or apparently I won't. Oh, that's a fail. Yeah, I had probably some connection problems there, so, you know. Now we need to go ahead and defeat Ratchet, but we won't get to that in this video. So, another thing, these guys, they used to be faster. They used to run at, like, you know, 3 times the speed they run now, these Minutemens and all the other Jitterbug guys. But they slowed them down, they nerfed them. You know, this was one of the areas I wish they kept the speed of these guys rolling, you know, making them as fast as they were, because it was much more of a challenge. Not saying that Kensington Park isn't a challenge at this level, but if you're a higher level, I think you maybe should get the option to make them walk faster, or at their original speed rather. So right here is Ratchet, but we're not going to fight him. We'll see him in the next part. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.